car number 23 from Ellington, Connecticut, Levine Law, providing the sponsorship for Kevin Gambacorta.
I felt really confident going into 2023. We were really fast in 2022, but we got into like 3 or 4 wrecks. So over the winter, we decided we were going to spend the money and do it right. And Bob Phil cut the front of the car off. We put a new front clip on and all new front end suspension. So going into 2023, I had the best equipment I've ever had in my life, and I felt pretty confident that we were going to be real competitive.
Kevin Gambacorta second in points. Kevin's been kind of quiet the last few weeks. We haven't quite seen him battle for the lead yet, but there's still a long ways to go.
It's really hard to be consistent in the late model division with the competitors. I mean, guys that have got a lot of experience, a lot of wins, a lot of championships, a lot of really good equipment. Be smart about it and not be over aggressive, especially at the beginning of the races.
Kevin Gambacorta picking up the race win, his first of the year.
Kevin Gambacorta becoming the first repeat winner in our late model division.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm not upset to say that I'm the one that broke the streak.
The second race that we won was kind of a set of tires that I had matched up, used tires that I had. I kind of had to do that to get back on the program. It wasn't the best car, but we were able to get in there and steal a second one, which was a real surprise to us.
The hottest driver, in my opinion, is Kevin Gambacorta, because he finished second last week, and he won the previous 2 races before that, and that's why he's got the point lead.
During the summer months, I don't know what it is, if it's the grip, the heat, what it is. I usually struggle, but this year we were really, really good. And the only thing I can really attest that to is Bob Phil and this car and the setup he's got in it. But I know how to keep my car balanced underneath me and not burn up my tires. And 10 laps into the race, I could see everybody starting to lose grip and get sideways, and we don't.
Gambacorta off the pace and sliding out of the top 10.
Something is wrong with the right front of that 23 car. That car is leaning over on the right front.
Just a mechanical failure. I mean, I check that part every week to make sure it's tight, and it just failed on this the sway bar mount. So I started looking at points probably around the time the sway bar broke, because we went from a pretty good lead to like 4 points, and I never got nervous about it, but I would just look at him.
What a drive. He missed all the trouble, came back from 3 seconds behind, and the point leader, Kevin Gambacorta, gets his 3rd win of 2023.
I was determined to win that race. The car was incredible. I don't know, it was probably the best race I ever drove. I just hit my marks. I was smooth. I didn't panic, and you could just hear me on and off the gas, like perfect every lap.
Gambacorta has been fast all year. He needs to stay 2 positions ahead of Tom this Friday on track to clinch the title.
I wanted to clinch it that night just to take a lot of pressure off of me for the final race. I thought it would be pretty neat.
Kevin Gambacorta in a great point finish will finish in second.
The 2023 late model champion here at Stafford.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. We still got 1 race next week.
So the first thing that went through my mind when we won the championship was my kid Colton can't give me any crap because he won the championship, and if I didn't win, he would have been all over me. People have said to me it could be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I can't believe how much that video blew up of the 2 of us driving together, looking out the window at Colton, and I was like, man, this is cool. Not a lot of people get to do something like this, so that was really special to do that. Something that I'll remember forever. The fact that we've won 4 championships now in 3 different divisions, and of all the legends and Hall of Famers that have raced at Stafford, nobody's ever done that before. Pretty amazing, and something I'm pretty proud of. It was just an amazing season, and I feel like I've learned a lot. I feel like I gained a lot of respect, and the publicity and the media stuff that Stafford does, we've met a lot of people that I would have never believed to meet, and have come up and talked to me. So I take that away from the season. I need to start off by thanking my family, my parents, for letting me use their garage for 20-something years here to work on my car, and my wife Sarah, and my sons Cody and Colton for making a lot of sacrifices so that I can have the time to do this. I want to thank the people that come up on Fridays to help me whenever they can. Kevin, Caitlin, Mark, Rick, Matt, my spotter Randy that I talked about, Dave Miller from Auto Machine, and Gary Levine. Between those guys, they own all the most important parts on this car, so without them, none of this happens. Bob Phil from BFR Chassis for making me a late model champion. John Williams from Williams Race Gears. Dr. Sean from Life Care Family Chiropractic. Conventional Builders, Tim, Pete from Connecticut Axle. Belly's Barnyard Restaurant in Ware, Mass. Hometown Pizza and Jay Rigos for keeping our crew fed every week. Neil's Fine Wine and Liquors for making sure our crew isn't thirsty every week. I want to thank Eric Bundy and Sam from Bundy Racing Videography, Thea Roots, and all their contingency sponsors as well. Sunoco Race Fuels, iRacing, Manly, Paradiso Insurance, all that helps out, a little team like us, so appreciate all that. I need to find a tire guy. If there's anybody out there that's good with tires that wants to join our team, if we could find that, and it'll take a load off of my shoulders. But we already know Dave Miller, we already know there's updates on this engine we can make, so our engine's going to be better next year. Bob Phil's going to have this car rolling just as good as it did this year. The plan is to go back in 2024 and do the same exact thing we did this year,